Hey everyone, how are you doing today? I wanted to show you an install that I think is going to be pretty cool. There's no other videos on YouTube about this for the WRX, or I don't even think the STI, so hopefully I can help some people out with being able to show them the install, since there's no instructions that come with this piece. So I'm going to get to it and we'll work through it together. Now let me show you what I got here. This is going to be the TBW skid plate. So it comes in two pieces. You're going to have this piece at the top here, and it connects to this bottom piece. It's pretty cool. I mean, you're seeing it from the, I guess, the underside, which would be against the car, but it's got a cool WRX logo on it. And shipping was pretty quick on this. It only took like 3 days to get here, which was really nice. Then it comes with some hardware as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off my under tray, and then we'll get to it. To give you an idea of what the difference looks like, this is what the TBW skid plate looks like. This is what your regular skid plate looks like. So, well, I say skid plate for this. This is more of the cover. Then you have the little metal, aluminum, whatever it is, skid plate underneath. So just to explain a little bit of this skid plate here, you do have your plastic piece that covers this, but if anything protrudes through the plastic piece, it's going straight into all of this. So that's the reason for this skid plate, is it's not going to allow something as easily to just push through that plastic into there. I also wanted to say, whenever you're taking off the bolts, the push clips, you're going to have to take off this one as well as this one here. So these are the ones that are the front that aren't connected to your actual plastic cover here. So I'm now going to just take off these 4 bolts. I believe you may use these arms here, but you do have to take off these 4 pieces, 4 bolts. So it's going to be easier just to take this off and then work on it. For those of you who haven't seen, underneath my car here, I have the Grimspeed electronic boost controller with the ETS intake, and then the Grimspeed charge pipe that goes up from here, as well as the Boomba bypass valve. You can kind of see it up there. And then my favorite here is this Grimspeed downpipe. Now this is the one where I stripped the bolt on the other side of right here trying to get it out, and I had to have the shop actually, well, I say the shop, my tuner actually put it on for me. It turned out pretty good. This is actually my first time looking at it. I did a great job. So this goes into the nameless catback. The next step here will be to remove these 4 bolts, and I'm using a 13/16 socket. It fits on there actually. I'm not sure which socket you're supposed to use, but once it gets on there, that's the wiggle room on it, which is basically nothing. So I'm going to work on this now. Now I actually got this skid plate off. It was hard to break loose, so what I did was I actually put it back up on the car just for place to secure it. So I was able to get it off, but you are going to be undoing those bolts on there, those 4. As of right now, I'm going to do this as 2 pieces. So I'm not sure the exact way you're supposed to or recommended, but basically just I'm going to use the pop clips and just stick those in those 4 holes and get this top piece secure. As of right now, I have it secured with these 4 push clips. They hold actually pretty good, so not too worried about them staying in. You do have to remove these 2 bolts that are connected to these, I guess you would call them bars right now. So I'll move on to the next part. Now if you didn't want to use the push clips, you could just fit these I guess on top and then use a bolt to secure it in, but push clips were just easier, and I'm going to be using these. The only spot you'll need them is right here, but we'll get to that right at the very end. Now I'll be putting this final piece on. So whenever you're looking at it, you're going to see 8 holes, 2 at the back, 2 up front up here, and then 2 in the middle. Now these are going to be the ones that you use to take that little square skid plate off. So you can worry about those, I guess, near the very end. Then there's some at the very tips, which will be your very last part. So basically what you want to do is just fit this lip over here where the existing part that I just installed is underneath. So here's the final result here. 4 push clips up top, then the screw clip right here on each side, then the 4 bolts that were originally securing the whole skid plate you had before, then the 4 bolts that were holding the middle portion of the skid plate. So it's turned out pretty cool. Glad I went with the black here, and it's actually pretty glossy. This will probably be the best it looks. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for anyone else that purchases this, hope this can be a good install for you. So as always, please like and subscribe for some more videos. They'll be coming up here shortly, and as always too, happy driving and enjoy.